is ready to unbox the Chic Beauty Box. I feel like this is the March-April box, so bear with me. I haven't opened it. It came with an exterior bag, but I've resisted. I truly have no idea what's inside. I was curious as to why it was in a bag and not in the box, and that's because they featured a palette. It's too big for the box, so they put it outside of the box. I'm hoping that the palette is not shattered and broken. You guys are gonna have to bear with me in my process. I'm gonna show you guys the palette last. I'm gonna dip into lip books. Now this is a bi-monthly subscription. Oh my goodness. And you're typically gonna get makeup. Sometimes they'll include like a skincare product, such as like a color corrector or something like that, a CC balm. Other than that, it's typically makeup. March, April, awesome sauce. This is a March, April box. You can either get variation 1 or 2, depending on the customizations that you end up making for your box. I get mine in PR. I don't get to customize. It's perfectly a-okay. So we're gonna move on in, quickly unbox, reveal the products that I received in this PR box, and then we're gonna play around with the product, which is what? Lip base is empty and has nothing on it. I didn't even put moisturizer, nothing, because I wasn't sure what we got. So here we have a Revlon Photo Ready product. This is their color correcting pen. Have I gotten this before? So it's the lavender shade. It's supposed to be for dullness on the skin, which is fine. Like I can use it like in these areas. The question, have I received, I feel like I got a different color, maybe? Or was it the same? No, they would never send me the same color. Or maybe it was another beauty box that sent it over, but this is what the Revlon Photo Ready corrector is going to look like. I remember this. It's the lavender shade. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It spit up on me. Let's give it a swatch. It is going to be somewhat sheer. I feel like I had this before. Can't think of it, can't recall. Then I ended up getting an Estate Cosmetics Lip Thirst Buildable Lip Color in Rio. Lip Thirst Buildable Lip Color. Here's your packaging. This is the shade in the tube. And I did some swatches. This is just one swipe if you want to go nice and light. It's almost like a balm. And if you build it up, it's going to get a little deeper. Got it. Totally get it. I got a brush. I don't want to touch. Anyway, this is a Bella Pierre brush. It is the angled blush brush, number 36. I'm not going to use her. Oh my God, how do I get it back in? There we go. I'm not going to use her, you guys. I've decided we're going to start decluttering our brushes because it's just too much. So if it's not a brush that's going to completely excite me, I'm going to set it to the side. And I don't want to say like the brushes aren't exciting, but what I am saying is I have like 700 brushes, okay? I need to get to the point where if I feel like it's not going to do miracles to my eyes in particular, therefore I am not going to gravitate towards it. I just won't use it because it's not fair and I can share it with you guys. And then they featured a Give Them Lala Beauty product. What in the world are you? It is a cream blush in the shade Are You Single? Y'all already know how I feel about this brand. I don't understand why people actually feature it as often as they do. For the longest time, I have disliked their product, and I was gonna say all of their product, until I received this liquid lip in their nude shade. And it's the only thing in years that I've actually truly enjoyed, that I've like consistently kept. Not just a first impressions thing, I've consistently kept. Oh, this is pretty. This is a pretty shade. This is, it's in the shade Are You Single? It's a cream blush. It is perfect for spring and summer and amazing on my skin complexion if the formula is right. Oranges on my skin look beautiful. So it says it's a cream blush. It looks more of a tinted balm for the cheeks, really, because I'm doing this. Hello, we're going in, and that's what I'm getting. It's kind of like a flush balm. It reminds me of the Merit Beauty ones. I don't know, we're gonna apply it and see. But see, this is exciting. It's something that I feel like the shade is where it needs to be. And if the formula is buildable and I can go from light to medium and maybe even heavier, then that's amazing. Maybe this would be the second item by Lala Beauty that I like. I don't know, we're gonna wait and see, but now I'm curious because, you know, their stuff isn't where it needs to be. 99. No, I'm gonna lie, 95% of the time. So we'll see. And then the very last item featured in this variation is an Ace Beauty Paradise Paradise Fallen eyeshadow palette. Do you see why I had to declutter my eyeshadows? I love the eyeshadows, but I've had them for a while. And if I haven't used them, I might as well like give them away or get rid of them, because at the end of the day, it's like a waste. So this is the packaging on the outside. Very nice. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, my dudeness. I am going to, because I'm not going to do swatches on the back of my hand if I'm going to pop this on my face, right? So I'm going to prep my face and I'll be right back. The brows are on. Before I go in with foundation, I am going to use the Revlon product. I'm going to twist up a little more, get enough out. I'm going to focus that in this area here, around here. So this is more or so for like color correct. It's not enough is coming out. Hello. This is more, or yeah, this is not. Let's keep going. Hold on. Problem with these little applicator things, it's like at first, not enough will come out, and then too much comes out. Did I break it already? See, it bursted. Jeez Louise. This is not a concealer. This is to brighten and lighten certain areas on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go here. Typically where I would go in with concealer, this is going to create kind of like a backlight highlight situation onto the skin. I'm not gonna do the bridge of my nose. I personally do not mind my freckles. What I tend to do with color correctors like this, if they are not a cream formula and they're like a liquid, I let them sit for about 30 seconds to a minute, so they'll get a little tacky. That way when I go in with my beauty sponge, it's not lifting the product completely, or if I go in with a brush. Now I'm just gonna go in and tap that in with a brush. I'm using a BK Beauty brush. This is the one that I'm using for foundation today. It is a 101, and all I'm doing is tapping the product onto the skin. See how it kind of brightens? That way it creates a nice base for the concealer. If you have a really good full coverage concealer that you love, you can totally skip this, but it's nice to try. So say that you're like, I wanna go all natural today. I don't wanna wear a lot of makeup, but oh, my under eyes need a little something. This is a good product to try because it automatically brightens the under eye, makes me look super awake even though I have nothing on the face. The foundation and concealer I'm going to be using today are by Thread Beauty. You can find these at Target, super affordable. They're each $8. I have a full-on review and a wear test up on my channel already. I really think a lot of people are gonna like this formula. It's price point and inclusivity. So you should totally go check out my video, support that video, but also check out the brand because I really think it's beautiful. There's a thing about layering though. So go check it out and listen to the feedback I had on this after wearing it for several hours. I'm gonna apply the concealer over that. I'll apply some bronzer and then we can play around with the rest of the products from this box. For the lids, I applied a very, very small amount of my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in the shade White. It's a purple themed palette. How could we not go in with purple? So I just needed a nice, whatchamacallit, base. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in first shade with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Dust. I'm really gonna tap out because these are extremely pigmented. I'm gonna take that onto directly on the crease because we're gonna blow this out. You already know we're gonna tap, 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 bring it around halfway. And this has so much pigment in it, you can totally apply some of it on the other eye. I'm gonna blend it forward, rotate in circles here. I'm actually really happy with this palette. I know this is like first impressions, but Ace Beauty's formulas are 99% of the time 100% uniform, effective, blendable, just beautiful creamy formulas. With a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to diffuse that outer edge. I'm just kind of gonna be here a while. That's the thing about blending. It doesn't just happen, you know. It's not gonna automatically be seamless. This is the part that takes a while because you really have to go in and put the elbow grease in and blend, blend, blend to get a nice gradient. And by the way, all I have on my lips right now is a lip liner by Gerard Cosmetics. I figured I might as well just like pop that on, I don't have to worry about it later. Girl, that purple was a lot. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, but this is an eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna dip into Orion. I'm gonna do this now because I know for a fact I wanna use Orion, but sometimes I get carried away. You guys know that. And then I'll forget to use it. So I might as well just pop her on now. I feel like this would apply a lot better with a synthetic brush. I didn't grab a synthetic brush. And since I already grabbed it and dirtied this brush, we're gonna keep using her. It's cool though. I'll just dip my finger into the pan and pop some on. See, it looks way more metallic on the finger, just to intensify. Grabbing a smaller fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into Eve, which is like an electric purple. It's a purple blue, it's beautiful. I'm gonna roll my brush into it. Once again, tap out. I'm gonna focus this shade out here. Oh my God, she's stunning. And it's vibrant with no effort. Is that not insane? I love this color. So I want to keep the intensity, but I also kind of want to blend that outer area out. So I'm going to use very gently, just grabbing it by the tip of like the brush handle. I'm going to gently blend that edge. I'm going to go in like mini circular motion, but we're going to keep that intensity because that shade is stunning. I'm gonna gently drag a little bit forward. That way it's like nice and gradient. Not too much because we want to keep that pink where it's at. I'm gonna go back into Eve and I'm gonna tap a little more because again, I need that electric look. It's beautiful. By the way, it's perfectly fine to go in with your finger and drag some of that electric purple blue forward to create the gradients that you want. Sometimes it's just easier to do that. Let's make the other eye matchy. Okie dokie, artichoke. Now for the final step with this palette, I'm going to dip into, with an eyeshadow brush, Pure and Stone. I want to add something on the bottom of the eye. I don't want to do too much purple because if I add purple, it's going to take away from this electric shade. But I do want to kind of finesse the under eye. So I'm mixing both shades so it's not super dark, but it adds a little bit of a shadow to the under portion of the eye so it doesn't look unkept. And we're only doing a little bit because what'll happen is once we go in with mascara, it all kind of comes together. And I wasn't gonna do this, but given the fact that they included a black shade in this palette, why not? We're gonna go in with an angled brush. I need to get real close up and personal here, and I'm gonna smudge that really close to the lash line just to kind of like add some depth and a little bit of a shadow. This black is so pigmented, like I don't need to really go in with falsies because it's gonna make my own lashes look really full. Now for the mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Lancome one, which I've been obsessed with. I'm gonna curl my lashes, of course, if I find my little mirror. Here we go. And then I'll show you what the eyes look like in the end. Here are the eyes. Once you've packed on the mascara, you can definitely go in with falsies. I feel like we're gonna skip on falsies today because the eye look is dramatic, but not dramatic enough. Like you can pull it off with just mascara and skipping the falsies. So we're gonna do that today. Now we're gonna move on to the cream blush. I don't have high hopes, but you never know. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna do one of these. There's definitely some pigment, but it is more of a blush balm where it's definitely something that you can build. See how I'm building it? Don't worry, I'm gonna diffuse that, so don't get scared. I'm not that crazy, but it's really pretty. Is this item number 2 by Give Them Lala Beauty that I'm actually liking? Maybe. And so to blend that in, I'm gonna take my puff with no additional product, just what's left on the sponge itself. And I'm gonna go along the edges just so that it looks nice, gradient, blended, and there's no separation or harsh lines. All right, you guys, I really wasn't expecting much of anything out of that blush, but I kind of really like it. We're gonna see what this looks like at the end of the day because sometimes cream blushes get a little on the funny side, but right about now, first impressions, I'm digging her. I'm gonna go in fairly lightly with the lipstick featured in this box. That's a really nice shade, actually. Kind of mauve-y. I don't want it to be too dramatic because it'll take away from the eyes. All right, you guys, and here is the completed look. And I'm taking it like a lot. Now let's get into my product roundup and final thoughts. The Revlon color correcting pen, I definitely think it's something nice to have in your collection. Do you need it? No, it is not a must-have. However, it's really nice for under the eye when you don't want to apply any makeup, or if you wanted to do like a very light concealer above it. It just brightens the under eye and makes it look a little more awake and radiant. So this is a thumbs up for me. It's nice. Don't run out and buy it. I don't think you really need it though. The Bella Pierre brush. This baby is gonna go to the giveaway bin. I don't need yet another blush brush. And again, I'm trying to reduce the amount of brushes that I have right now. So unless it sparks a lot of interest and makes me excited, I'm gonna give it away. The Estate Lippy was really nice. It's creamy, it's soft on the lips. It hasn't gotten on my teeth quite yet. And it's a really nice shade. I like that you can go very light with it and it's just sheer, or keep applying and it builds up to a deeper shade. So I'm digging the concept of that. The Give Them Lala Beauty Blush, I already told you guys I'm impressed. She looks really nice on my skin. I love the shade. I like that you can build it. I wouldn't call it a cream blush. It's more of a blush bomb. However, it looks nice. I'm excited to see what this is gonna wear like throughout the day, because if it looks amazing on my skin, oh my God. This would be the second Lala product that I actually like ever. And then last but not least, the eyes. Nothing much to say other than, oh my dudeness. This box was worth it just for the eyeshadow palette. I love the electric shade. I think it's a really nice palette. I like that it has a whole bunch of shades that you can smoke out an eye look, but then you have your shimmer. So I didn't have to go pink. I could have gone silver. Listen, I really like the palette. The box is totally worth it just for the palette. As always, I want to hear your thoughts. So leave me a comment below telling me what you think about this variation and what's your favorite product out of the variation I received. And also let me know if you've snagged this box. What did you customize your box with? Now, if you're interested in signing up with the Chic Beauty Box, I do have a discount code in the description box below. It is not an affiliate link. I get nothing out of it other than the ability to help you get a discount on your very first box. So make sure you check out the description box if you're interested. And if you're new here, please consider hitting the like button and joining our family here on YouTube. And don't be sad, girl. You do not need to leave. I have so much content already live on my channel. I'm hoping you're considering checking out and enjoying and talking about content. I post 6 days out of the week. I'm going to suggest 2 videos here on screen, some of my most recent videos. I'm hoping you're considering checking out. And if you do check them out, I will see you guys over there. Bye, guys.